Hello lovely peoples, what is that? Oh, it's the jug. I'm not very organised here, the camera's moved. Alright, so I'm going to say, at the start of the videos I'm saying the fragrance name again, because otherwise I have to watch too much of a video to figure out what the name of it is. Tuscan Leather. Yes? Tuscan Leather TF. The Fabulous, the Feral, I don't know, it's not that good. I take that back. It is nice. Let me smell it again. Yeah, it's nice. It's not 1 million, but it's nice. It's masculine, it smells like aftershave. It just doesn't smell like 1 million. And that honestly has just spoiled me for anything else, I think. So, 3-layered soap is what I'm thinking. I'm going to go brown, grey, white. Just, don't know, been looking for inspiration for soaps. Haven't really found anything super out of the ordinary, so a layered soap it is. But not necessarily in colours that I would normally do. So I guess I'm stretching myself a little bit there. I have a particular brown in mind, so whether or not I can achieve that I don't know. This has no vanillin in it. It has top notes of raspberry, saffron and thyme, middle notes of olibanum and jasmine, and the base notes of leather, suede, woody notes and amber. There's no raspberry in it at all. Or that, or just all the other notes just overtake it. It's not, because it's not awful. It's just, I don't know, kind of just smells like aftershave. Just, you know, aftershave. Just aftershave. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to split it into 3 reasonably evenly. I'm not sort of not being pedantic about it. Because I'm pedantic about so many other things that I don't need to be pedantic about this as well. I have to leave my pedantry behind at some point and just go, yep, that'll do. So play as it is, that's where we leave it behind. Dear. So I changed the house around. The next door neighbours are assholes, honest to God. They're the worst neighbours I've ever lived next door to, ever. And I have lived in a lot of places, but every single day, and I mean every single day, he hasn't taken a day off, and I've been here for nearly a year. Well, I'm getting cranky already. Every single day. Walk off in the middle of a sentence. Yeah, but every single day. I'm just going to keep saying that over and over again. He gets out into his backyard at 5:30, sometimes earlier, but usually around about 5:30, and does things like hammering and sawing and throwing things around, and things that, like, if you were a decent, even if you were a half decent neighbour, you just wouldn't do, right? But clearly not a half decent neighbour. Now I feel like any fragrance can be enhanced with chocolate. So this one's getting a little bit of chocolate in the brown layer. Browned? Okay, in the browned layer. It's been out in the sun. It's browned. Or it's been in the oven, I guess, because out in the sun you'd be tanned. Dearie me. Let me give this a little squiz and we'll see what colour it goes. Okay, so I'm just going to put a tiny little bit of bronze sparks in that, just for a bit of oomph, but that colour is basically perfect. Yeah, but I mean every day, Monday to Sunday, it just hasn't stopped, and I've just had enough. And plus he's a fisherman, so the smell of fish is friggin' disgusting. Now this has sugars in it now because I'm using drinking chocolate, not cocoa powder, although I'm pretty sure cocoa powder has loads of sugar in it as well. but I'm pretty sure the drinking chocolate has a lot more. Because it's a Cadbury. Cadbury has lots of sugars in it. Yeah, the smell of rotten fish is just ugh. So I've moved to the other side of the house into the bigger room, and it's got 2 windows, so it gets like cross flow. And it's lovely. It's so nice. And I didn't wake up until 8:45 this morning. I was stoked. Didn't hear him, which was brilliant. Apparently I'm not talking about this soap at all. I'm just going to talk about the shitty neighbours. Oh my god. And again, another Ilux fragrance has struck again. I go to make layers and I get this. The most beautifully well behaved fragrance on the planet. Really, what a thing to have to whinge about, that your fragrances are so well behaved you can't do layers with them. This is awesome. You could do the best design with this, and the chocolate mixed with that is really nice. It's got, I don't know whether it's pulled that raspberry note out of it, but it's got like a little bit of sweet in it now. Well, I'm going to have to stick blend that because that is not thick enough. Look at it. Look at it. It's just, it's thinner than these. Of course it is. Of course it is. I'm going to put this over here so I don't knock it over. So even with sugars in that, it's not thickening. Alright, we'll clean that off. Just gets me a paper towel here. Oh, so I'm absolutely in love at the moment. Not with a person, because God forbid that would happen. With a new drama, a new Japanese, it's a BL drama. For those of you that don't know, BL stands for boys love. They're not boys, they're grown men. I said I'm pedantic, not the other one. I suffer from pedantry, which means that you are just ridiculous about details. Not that you like children. Okay? Just thought I'd just clear that up. Pedantic is particular about details in a way that is very annoying to people. Except to me, because I like to be pedantic. But anyway, I digress. This new drama, it's fantastic. It's called My Beautiful Man. And there hasn't been a BL drama come out for a while. Like, there's loads of them come out from the Philippines, Thai ones. This is no insult to anyone who speaks those languages, but I'm not a fan of the language. I watch them because I don't really have much choice. If you want to watch BL dramas, you have to do that, but it's nice to have a Japanese one because I love listening to Japanese. So, and it's good. It's really good. It's so cute. I think that's why I like them. I mean, I can understand people not liking them. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. But I like them a lot. I'm just going to put this in now because why not? Because it just behaves so friggin' well. It's a big sigh because it behaves so well. Man, there's a kid screaming. Somebody's kid's not happy. I want this to be... Actually, I'm going to put a bit of that in, and then I'm just going to... put just a little bit in, because... Oh, there's not enough in there. Really not enough in there. It might not go white. The cream would probably still be alright. No, I'm going to have to make up some titanium dioxide. Alright. Wow, that's a kid. He's off down the road. Wow. I shouldn't laugh. I know who it is. She's a single mum. She had 2 kids and another one on the way. So I know how hard it is I really know how hard it is. So I'm not laughing at her. I'm laughing at how ridiculous children can be, I guess. I'll go out there and yell at him for freaking out. I cannot get this open. You guys know how much I detest these freaking bags. I actually had to get Curtis to open, try to open one for me the other day. I'm done. I'm just done. Let's just get the shits with things. Burn them bridges, and I still can't open that friggin' thing. Jesus Christ. Okay, so what I usually do is I put the water in first. So I'm just using distilled water from IGA, and in the bottom, I don't know if you can see, I've got some tumbled pebbles. They're out of they're from the reject shop. Just the ones like what you would put in, you know, the bottom of a display or something. Wow, it's so hot today. It's not humid. I mean, it's not overly humid. It's 80%, I think. Yeah, it's honestly, I've just discovered that it's the lights, these big studio lights that I have in here. Now I like to make my TD fairly thick. I wasn't counting, I don't count. But I like it nice and thick so I don't have to use heaps, because the less additional water that you put in your mix, the less glycerin reviews you're likely to get. So, and now I'm shaking this and making it go everywhere because it always leaks. Yep. There we go. I'll shake it up here so you can see me making a mess. Without fail, I make a mess. That's got the fragrance in it. I mean, really, come on now. That is the colour we were looking for. Bloody kids, eh? Glad mine aren't still that young. I'd probably kill them. It's a wonder they didn't get killed the first time round. Oh look, we've got some splatters of white in there. Doesn't really matter. This is ridiculous. This is still pourable. And how long did it just take fart-assing around with that? That's incredible. This is a really good fragrance, you guys. Yeah, you'd be able to do ombres, I reckon, with this. For sure. I mean, I wouldn't suggest doing a long ombre. I'm doubting myself here right now. I'm going, did I really want to do a light grey? And honestly, I can't say that I'm a fan of this fragrance. It's not... If I was making these for myself and I tried this, I probably wouldn't... I don't know if I would keep this in my range of soaps. I think it'd probably be a one-off, and I don't know if I'd do it again. But in saying that, usually when I say that, that's a fragrance that becomes popular, and I have to make it all the time, like that freaking Japanese honeysuckle, which I hate. I absolutely hate. And yet it's super popular, so... Alright, we'll let you set up over there. Put a bit more in there. I don't know why the side is leaking. Alright, so that does not have the fragrance in it. Let's put that in there now. But yeah, Tuscan leather TF. I don't know what TF means. Type. I don't know. Usually just says type if it's a duplicate, dupe, rip-off. Update on the Aussie bum, doesn't discolour, by the way, just so you know. So I'm assuming the lady who helped me out in the Aussie soap forum, so Australian Soap Makers Australia, whichever one it is. I'm a member of one soap group. Oh no, I lie. I'm a member of 2 soap groups, that one and the Melt and Pour one, run by the same person. That's it. I don't do groups. Oh, no, yeah, no, I am. I'm a member of Sorcery Creations as well. I don't participate. I don't even have it on so that it pops up on my feed. I just joined it. I'm not sure why I joined it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Need another thingy. Yeah, that Aussie bum. I think she must have got confused with something else that she tested, because she showed me hers went tan and mine hasn't changed, excuse me, at all. Like, not even a little bit. So, yeah, I'm going to have to search up that thread and just let her know that she might have got her samples mixed up, because I can't imagine like, what she showed me was discoloured almost to this point. So, yeah, I mean, if my soap was going to discolour to that point, it would have already started to discolour, and it has not. So, and it's been, no, it hasn't been a week since I made it. Oh, it might be a week. It's somewhere within a week, let's just say. It's been within a week and it has not changed colour at all. So yeah, I'm not entirely convinced that that is going to discolour at all. Alright. This is one of those ones that I'm actually really looking forward to the cut, because, I mean, it's really just not anything at the moment. I'm terrible at this. Listen to that elephant child up there. He's a giant elephant. Oh dear. Crack me up. No, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to make it interesting. I don't know. I'm not bored with soap making. I'm bored with doing the same thing all the time. I think, I've said this in another video, I need to do some different things. Just, I don't know what. I'm going to do an ombre today. Oh no, I'm not going to do any soap. Oh, I might come down later. I've just had to make up more lye. So it's very hot. So I'm not touching that until it's cooled down. So I may not soap again today. And it's Saturday, so you know. Alright, oh well, I'm not going to pick that up. I was getting ready to take a photo of that. I was still waffling on. But I mean, the top's nice. It's not anything spectacular, but alright, we'll come back and we'll see. I'm going to guess that the insides are going to look way nicer than the top. And it'll be interesting to see. It shouldn't discolour. It's got 0 vanillin in it, so we'll see what happens when I come back. Alright, see you in a second. Bye. Hello. Well, as I unmolded this, I have to say I was most pleased. I wasn't surprised, I was pleased at the colours. They look, the brown's a little bit darker than what I expected, but I really like the colours. That sounds like I'm lying because my voice went high, but it's not. It's just, I'm just enthused about it, I think. I really like the colours. It's something completely different from anything I would ever make. So I think if I was to do this design again, and I probably will, I think a black mica line probably will look really nice with this, and maybe a higher peaked top, I think. Other than that though, I mean, the grey turned out really nice. It doesn't look like it's discoloured. The white might be slightly yellow, I guess, considering how much titanium I put in it. But I think we'll just have to wait and see on that one. Just sometimes when your soap is new, it's a little bit yellow, and then sometimes it'll get a bit of air and it'll just go back to just being a white. So, or it may discolour. It's, you know, it's one of those things. I'm not entirely sure why I'm showing you every single bar, because they're all the same. I mean, that's the layers, considering how fluid that was, the layers are pretty straight. So I didn't even come down here to cut this. I'd actually completely forgotten this soap. I'm going to spend a couple of hours designing some new tools for candle making. I know that there are tools already available to help you place your wick right in the centre, but they're basically just a 3D printed straw. So, I mean, you could just use a straw and not pay for 3D printing. So I want to design something that's a little bit more, because I mean, even with that, that doesn't ensure that your wick is placed directly in the centre. And I always found, for me, that was probably the biggest problem I ever had, was trying to get the wick right in the very centre. And, you know, we did discuss me being a pedantic cow before, and that placing wicks dead centre, yeah, my pedantry really showed on that, I can tell you. Yeah, so I'm currently designing something for that, so I had to come down and get some wicks and some wick tabs to make sure that the thing that the slides and what I have in mind will actually go over the wick tabs. So yeah, I'm a bit excited about that, so I'm going to go back upstairs, excited now about this soap. The thing that other thing I probably wouldn't do is put the bronze sparks in that bottom layer, because it's quite sparkly, whereas the other two layers are very matte. So I think that takes away from the whole effect. If the brown was matte, like the grey and the white, it would be more cohesive. But, you know, I can't take that back now. So this is what it is. And like I said, I'm pretty happy. The grey, I know I was worried about the grey, but I think it's a nice match. It's very masculine. So, you know, in societal terms, this is a masculine looking soap. So it still smells alright. You can smell the chocolate in it, you can smell the fragrance in it. It all smells sort of nice together. Interesting to see what it's like when it's cured. Right, my friends, I'll see you for the next one. Actually, you'll probably see my announcement of new wig tools before you see this video. Right, bye.